Her former label escalates. All eyes on the NFL, focusing on Colin Kaepernick this weekend. And a major recall alert, why Nissan is urging some car owners to stop driving immediately. 12 at 12 starts right now, 12 minutes, no commercials, on TV and on the go, on the 12 News app, Facebook, and YouTube. Hey guys, it's Rachel here. Up first, today's talker. We're always talking about saving the earth, but what are you willing to do to get it done? Would you pay more in taxes to bring in a third-party recycling program in our community? Right now, the Phoenix City Council is debating whether to raise rates or cut the service altogether. Cast your vote right now at 12news.com/bullhorn or comment down below if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. The results minutes away. Hashtag most clicked. Here are the stories piquing everyone's interest right now. The public hearings tied to the impeachment inquiry of President Trump are back on, with former U.S. Ambassador to the Ukraine, Marie Yovanovitch, testifying. She says the president's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, conspired with members of the Ukrainian government to have her removed. Speaking of the president, Roger Stone, one of President Trump's closest associates, has been found guilty of all 7 counts against him, including witness tampering and making false statements. Stone's sentencing is set for February, where he could face up to 20 years in prison. Number 2 most clicked, suspended Maricopa County Assessor Paul Peterson is pleading not guilty in Utah to 11 felony charges connected to an alleged baby selling scheme. The charges include human smuggling and sale of a child. Peterson has also pleaded not guilty to additional federal charges in Arkansas and state charges back here in Arizona. He's facing decades behind bars. Number 3, Bird Gang, this one's for you. One of the most controversial names in sports could be headed back to the game. The NFL says at least 11 teams, including your Arizona Cardinals, have committed to attending Colin Kaepernick's audition in Atlanta this weekend. Kaepernick hasn't played since 2016 with the San Francisco 49ers. He helped start a wave of protests about social and racial injustice that season by kneeling during the national anthem at games. Well, keeping you safe, there are 3 serious recalls you need to know about right now. First, Nissan is recalling 394,000 SUVs because a brake fluid leak could cause them to catch fire. Nissan says you should park outdoors and not drive the cars until they've been repaired. The recall specifically covers the Nissan Murano SUV from 2015 through 2018, as well as select models of the Maxima, Pathfinder, and QX60. We have more information on specific models affected on 12news.com and the 12 News app. Meanwhile, Ford is recalling 168,000 F-150 pickup trucks. The automaker says 2019 and 2020 models may have an improperly secured part that may hinder braking, steering assist, instrument panel displays, or cause the engine to stall or catch fire. Ford says it's not aware of any reports of incidents or accidents related to this condition. Dealers will fix it for you for free. Kenmore is recalling some of its elite microwave ovens. You may have bought one of these 1,000-watt countertop convection microwaves at Sears, including the outlet stores. The microwaves have incorrect wiring, and the outside of it could get really hot and burn you. Here's what you need to know to check yours. Look for the serial number. If it says 170427, you've got one of them and should contact Sears for a free in-home repair. Checking your pulse on health, a groundbreaking surgery in California saves the life of a brave little boy. Ari Elman was born with a rare brain tumor. His parents decided an extremely risky open brain surgery was out of the question, so they started searching for a new option earlier this year. Doctors at Stanford University proposed something out of a sci-fi movie, 3D printing a replica of Ari's skull and practicing the incredibly complicated procedure in virtual reality.
Look at the anatomy in all directions. What I can also do is I can simulate my approach. Actually, most people thought it was not possible.
Stanford surgeons did the impossible for 16 hours. Doctors removed Ari's tumor piece by piece, and now, months after his groundbreaking operation, he's made a miraculous recovery. Little Ari, whose name is Hebrew for lion, roaring back to life. And we're not just talking about your health. Man's best friend needs some TLC too. Researchers from Texas A&M and the University of Washington are looking for 10,000 dogs to participate in a 10-year study on aging. No need to worry, your pooch will still live at home during the course of the study. Scientists hope that some of what they learn could also help people live longer. As we enter into cold and flu season, doctors with Baylor College of Medicine have some tips on how to stay healthy. Contrary to what your mom says, you can't catch a cold from going outside barefoot, with wet hair, or without a hat. Germs actually spread much quicker in warm indoor areas. The best way to avoid getting sick is to wash your hands frequently, toss your tissue after one use, and get plenty of sleep. As the weather gets colder and the days get shorter, it can get harder to fit exercise into your daily routine. But instead of binging on Netflix, Liz shows us there's something else you can stream that will help you stay in shape over the holidays.
90-day home fitness program.
Those fitness DVDs may have gone by the wayside, but at-home workouts are making a comeback with a growing number of streaming options that bring the gym to you.
You may have seen him back in infomercial days.
Including Beachbody, a company celebrating its 20th year making video workouts, now beefing up its on-demand platform.
It's the Netflix of fitness.
Trainer Jericho McMatthews is launching her Morning Meltdown 100 program, part of more than 800 workouts users can access for about $2 per week, using minimal space and equipment.
Usually it's something like just a set of dumbbells, maybe a mat.
And if you don't have weights, use what you already have at home. Large can of soup is about 1 pound. This jug of laundry detergent is 6. And for a heavier weight, go with a gallon of milk. That's going to be about 8 pounds. Beachbody On Demand is available with a streaming device on your TV or through an app, with nutrition plans included.
The next food group we'll talk about is protein.
Or you can get a digital personal trainer with an app such as OpenFit, like FaceTime for fitness coaching.
Today is cardio conditioning.
There are also many free workout apps like Sworkit.
Get the workout you want in the time you have.
Whatever your preference, it may be a good idea to get a routine set in stone now.
Just knowing that motivation tends to sort of fall off track once we get closer to the holidays.
Dodging winter weight gain without leaving your house. Liz McLaughlin, NBC News.
Staying in shape is, of course, only half the battle. Crystal, 2 big events happening tomorrow could make it really hard to stick to your fitness plan.
This weekend is not the weekend to be on a diet. You've got to grab a slice at the Pizza Festival at Margaret T. Hans Park and then save room for mac and cheese. That festival at Salt River Fields, both events featuring a high of 84 degrees. Then more than 3,000 hot rods and trucks to check out at Speedway Motors Southwest Nationals in Scottsdale. Plenty of sunshine in Scottsdale for Canal Convergence Art, Water, and Light from 4 to 10. And 60 degrees for a start temperature for Sweat for Pets, Walk, Run, and Roll in Tucson, benefiting homeless animals. Man, Scottsdale's a happening place. There's also the Arizona Asian Fest starting at 10 o'clock. Lots of performances throughout the day. The Grand Wine Fest, where more than 200 wines, different kinds of wines will be poured starting at 11. Then in Mesa, Art Attack, Arizona, 10 to 5. The American Heritage Festival at Schnepp's Farm featuring a high of 83. Sunshine and 84 for Victory Days at Fort McDowell, starting off with a 5K followed by a parade.
In other news, the worst flooding in more than 50 years has caused the city of Venice to suffer damages estimated to be in the hundreds of millions of dollars. Water rose 6 feet above average Tuesday, and another wave of water followed on Wednesday. More than 85% of the city is flooded. But that hasn't stopped some tourists who say they still want to make the most of their visit despite the flooding. Fortunately, no serious injuries have been reported. Turning to the music biz, T Swift says she won't be able to perform any of her old songs at the American Music Awards, and they can't be used in her new Netflix documentary. Swift revealed the news on Twitter Thursday, hoping for support from fans and other artists. She's been pretty open about her frustration with music manager Scooter Braun, who took control of some of her early music after he bought out her old label, and he's vetoing those songs from being performed. Time now for A to Z 60, where we celebrate the people, places, and things that make the Valley awesome in just 60 seconds. The Wildlife World Zoo is in the West Valley, and so much more than just a zoo. Colleen takes us along for a sneak peek.
Out here at the Wildlife World Zoo, you can see more than 600 species of animals out here. But did you know that you can also check out a bunch of rides? Christy Morcom's going to be joining us, and we're going to go check them out. Ready? Perfect.
First up, fly like a parrot on the flying scooters, or hang out on a 100-foot tall swing on Vertigo.
All right, we're heading up the Soaring Eagle zip line. We're going 100 feet up in the air. We're going to be going 30 miles per hour. Let's do this. Woo! Plus, you got to take a trip on the family roller coaster.
The Sky Ride gives you a relaxing breather to take in the park.
Rides that we have here all incorporate animals. So this ride gives you a unique perspective looking at the animals.
And on the left here, these are Watusi cattle.
Hop on the Safari Tram Ride. or the safari train to learn about African animals up close.
Plus, have fun and stay cool with the log ride. And that's your A to Z 60. All right, my turn.
Back to today's talker. Would you be willing to pay more in taxes to keep a recycling program in your community? This could be an option after the city of Phoenix reviewed the costs of recycling in our town. Right now, 58% of you say yes, you would be willing to pay more to keep recycling going. Keep on voting on 12news.com/bullhorn, and those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, you can always comment down below. Time now for the look ahead, the stories we'll be talking about a little later on today. Did you see the violent brawl break out during the Browns-Steelers game last night? It's got people talking today, and we're asking, should athletes face charges for fights on the field? We're going to take a closer look on 12 News First at 4. And that's it for your 12 at 12. The facts on everything you need to know in just 12 minutes. No commercials. We're always on anywhere, anytime on 12news.com, the 12 News app, and on our socials as well. We'll see you again soon.